thought I pressed the button. Here we are. Here we are. Sometimes it takes me, I have to press it like 3 times. Go live. Really go live. No, I mean it. Go live.
Do it.
So here we are. We're live. Hi, Rachel. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful autumn Thursday, October 30th. Wow. It's crazy.
We are full in it. We're full in fall. And the weather in Oregon has been gorgeous.
Full on fall. Yesterday I was raking leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So took took me 10 minutes to rake them in a pile on a break. Ooh, this kind of sounds like, a little bit of what we're talking about. We are talking about exercise. We're talking about, big broad topic is health hacks.
Yes.
Right. Not in terms of shortcut and I don't have to do this or, the easy way out, kind of not, but more in the fact of mindset, maybe mantras and purpose and resolve, maybe helping you your why. Yeah. Things like that.
Yeah. Ideas, tricks of the trade, like little things where when you hear it, you go, ooh, that's a good idea. And then it helps you create your habit and your routines around like these little ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Different ways of thinking about things. Yes, exactly. And we have been talking about movement. Right. And last week we really talked about the pivot, right? Because of the change of weather and, cold, the dark, and the time of day. And next week we're going to jump into
Going back.
Yeah. November 2nd, everybody. Oh no, that's this weekend.
It's this weekend.
Oh my
gosh. It's happening. But let me remind everyone, because I was in a group I was coaching a group last night and I heard a bunch of people grumble about it and, oh no, what are we going to do? And they were already imagining fear and loathing and all of the, yes, like, but see, this posture is like, oh no, it's happening to me. And I thought, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. There is a way to embrace the time change as a way of reminding myself that I am flexible. I am adjustable. I can move with the things. I do not have to be taken away and swept down the current by a thing that happens.
Okay.
This is my positive. I'm just trying to be a positive twist.
You're right. Goodness gracious. You're right. Okay. All right. And and what's for me? Yes, I can think of, now my tea changes to a little bit more clove and cinnamon. Yeah. And now I get to, when it's getting darker earlier, I can spend more time with my other hobbies inside, my indoor hobbies. Like, I won't say what I'm making for people for Christmas, but those kinds of things.
That's right. It's I actually by this time of year I'm over the whole garden and the yard and I'm tired of the upkeep. I'm tired of watering everything because they're so parched. And this is the time of year it's like I kind of close the door on the outside of my yard and say, see you in the spring. Bye. Bye. Have fun. Do whatever you need to do all winter long, but I won't be with you. And it's such a great, and then the spring comes and I can't wait. Hello, everybody. How did you do all winter? Did anybody survive?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I close I still love to exercise outside. I'm not saying don't go outside, but it is like a great excuse to say goodbye to my yard and ignore it for a good several months. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's great. Yes. So, so we're talking about movement and the pivot and Yeah, and then we also had some other ideas about exercise and our exercise hacks. And our first one kind of rhymes with hack. Exercise snack.
Snack. That's right. An exercise snack is what they're calling it these days, the cool kids. And basically what this means is it's like the idea of a snack. You know, you get up and you go eat something that's not part of a regular meal. And an exercise snack or a movement snack is not your normal, I'm going for my walk, or I'm going to the gym, or I'm doing my yoga. It's these little bursts of energy we can expend at random times of the day. And unlike food snacking, with exercise snacking, the more the better.
Right.
The more you can sneak in, whether it's 30 seconds or 5 minutes or 15 minutes,
right.
The more of those you can sneak into your day, not only are you breaking up your times of being sedentary, those long durations of sitting and doing nothing. I mean, not doing nothing, but not moving your body.
Right. Yes.
But it also, of course, is good for your mental clarity and for your mobility. Like when we sit, we tend to kind of close down. Our body gets stiff, right? Our posture gets poor. Yes. Especially when it's cold. So exercise snacks, there's so many great ways. We're going to talk about some different ways, but there are so many great ways to sneak it in.
Yeah. Yes. Because you're so right. I mean, our society, our culture is chair bound, you know.
Yeah.
In medicine, in the objective, you describe the person sitting in front of you, and if they're in a unfortunate circumstance in a wheelchair, you say wheelchair bound. Well, you know what? We are chair bound.
We all are.
We're chair bound. So, so how do we get up out of that chair?
And that even brings up another motivation to this is that some people are wheelchair bound or chair bound for other circumstantial reasons.
Yeah.
For the great many of us, we're not technically chair bound, but we will become chair bound if we don't keep getting up. If we don't move, it will be harder and harder to get yourself up out of that chair and to stay mobile. The longer time you spend in a chair, the more your body kind of becomes one with it.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, and I love the idea of the snack because then it tells me several things, and this is what we're doing. We're just compacting all this good information. Number one, it is a myth to think that I have to work out for an hour in order to get benefit. So there is benefit from whatever, the 30 seconds, the 1 minute, the 5 minutes, there is benefit from that. There's benefit. Actually, there are real changes that happen in your muscle. There's changes that happen in enzymes, so to increase one of those fat breaking down enzymes and to create myokines, chemicals that your muscles make. So those changes happen simply by standing up out of the chair. Now, is that going to shed 100 pounds? No. But anyway, it's on the way. It's one step toward,
And let me remind everybody that when we talk about exercise snacks, we can kind of talk about it like NEAT. It's the non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's the things that we do that aren't technically exercise.
Right.
But we're getting up and moving. And when they do those longitudinal studies of people who have lost 30 pounds or more and have kept it off for at least a year or more, they're studying these folks, for many decades to find out what is similar. How do these folks lose the weight in the first place, and how do they keep it off? What's different about them than anybody else? Is there anything different about them? And one of the differences is they have learned to build in basically more exercise snacks. They find reasons to get up and move multiple times during the day. They design their life in a way where they have to get up.
Sure.
Maybe they don't use the remote control on the TV. They get up and they change the button. Things like little things, but like you just said, they add up.
Yeah.
A long way when you combine it.
They compound.
They compound.
They compound. That's so good. Yeah. So I would tell me a few ways that you have a little snack.
Yes, yeah.
When you do.
One of my favorites is called Meanwhile Habits or Meanwhile Exercise Snacks. And this
Yeah.
comes from actually the book Tiny Habits.
Mm-hmm.
And it's how can I sneak some movement into something I'm doing already and I'm kind of waiting.
Mm-hmm.
So in the morning, while my coffee is brewing, I don't sit down. I make my until the water, I do a water tea kettle until it boils and I'm doing my pour over. I'm using that time to move. So I'm doing some push-ups on the counter. I may be doing some air squats. I'm doing I'm maybe unloading my dishwasher. I'm moving. Right. I don't just sit and wait for my coffee. I'm moving. And I have to wait either way.
Yeah.
And so why not do something with that time? And now I'm checking some boxes because I'm doing some stretches, some functional movement, sometimes some yoga.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good.
What are those little times in your day? Sometimes when I'm waiting in line, I'll do calf raises.
Right. Yeah. No kidding. Or just
Right?
stand on one leg.
Yeah.
Stand on one leg while you're waiting in line. That is such an important balance exercise.
That's a great one because nobody can really tell that you're doing it. Right? Like calf raises is kind of obvious, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
But standing on one foot and kind of doing some balancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So good.
Love it.
The last time I was at a doctor's office waiting, I didn't sit and wait. I stood and wait, and I was trying not to be super distracting, but I just shifted.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
So
we can even do calf raises while seated.
Right.
You're flat on the ground and you just raise up.
Oh, yeah. And those are so good actually for your lymphatic system to move fluid back to your heart. Yeah.
Get the fluid going. It's great for that calf muscle, that gastrocnemius actually helps with blood sugar.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Especially after your meal. Yeah.
Especially after a meal. So so the Meanwhile Habits is one of my favorite types of exercise snacking.
Yeah, so good. Yeah. So one of the things that I've recently added is rather than try to memorize a bunch of information. So let me back up a little bit of the backstory. When we're doing measurements here, there's information that I put into the computer. And so I have a meanwhile thing. So the person is getting their measurement by the machine. And then I am either standing on one leg or I'm doing calf raises or I'm walking back and getting the other information that I need. So I'm getting a couple of more steps. So instead of sitting there waiting, and, I don't want to make it distracting for a person or, weird or whatever. For example, I'll tell you, we used to walk when we did this, but I think we got some feedback that the walk.
Oh, yeah. We used to walk on our walking pads under our desk while doing our podcast, but it made people feel woozy. So we stand still. But have you noticed we're both standing and we're both like shifting?
We're dancing.
We are. And I'm constantly, like if I'm still and steady and trying to be super cool, underneath the desk, my foot is either twitching or tapping or I'm flexing, because I don't want to just stand still. I know what's happening below here. You just don't even know. You can't see. Also, I might be wearing sweats or I might be wearing tailored pants. You don't know. They're sweats.
Okay. All right. I think we're getting a little.
Yeah. Okay. But you don't want to be distracting. But you do. You're trying not to be distracting, but you want to keep that movement.
Yes,
going.
I want to keep, and I want to actually also model, right? Some
model what it looks like to build it in just kind of anywhere in the day.
Right.
So these can be meanwhile habits. These can be little quick snacks.
Yeah, and I love the idea of thinking of it an exercise snack because a lot of us snack, and it's out of boredom, not out of hunger, and that snacking, we didn't even snack. Maybe when we were kids coming home from school and we were hungry, that makes sense. But the real cultural snacking was a new thing, and that started in the 80s, I think, unfortunately, with the low fat, no fat craze, which, but snack wells,
convenient packaged
snacks. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's become part of this, the culture, and what are we going to take for a snack? I mean, as if we can't live between breakfast and lunch. Somehow our blood sugar is going to tank if we don't have a snack,
Yes. I think that was one of the biggest ahas and switches for me in my health journey, is when I looked around me at the people who I looked up to, who seemed healthy and in a healthy body size and seemed to have more energy. And what I noticed is they weren't I carried a bag around of snacks like my life depended on it. Like I needed something 2 hours after a meal. I needed something. Just simply not true. And it was just habit. Right. So I love what you're talking about. Like, if I find myself bored and heading towards the kitchen, how could I use movement to fulfill that boredom?
Exactly.
And we oftentimes need a little distraction from work, or we're procrastinating writing that certain email, or we're a little frustrated. I guarantee you will get a better benefit from walking or moving your body, because your brain will help you solve the problem way better than going to grab some processed snack.
Yeah, no kidding. And then all of a sudden your blood goes to the splanchniks rather than to your brain to solve the problem. Yeah, to deal with the digestion of whatever you just ate. So yes, so it's so good. And then, maybe we need a little quick energy pick-me-up. And so the old thought was, food does that for me. No. And the new thought is movement does that for me.
Movement does it.
Yeah.
Movement does it. And it's counterintuitive, I know, because if you feel like you have low energy, the default is to rest, right? I don't have any energy, I'm tired, so I have to just keep my body still and recover. And really, it's the opposite. Yeah. We generate and get more energy when we move. It's just that hardest first step to take.
Right.
That first step of getting up. I think that's another reason why snacks are so great, is because if we can set them on some sort of a timer or a reminder system, then you don't fall into that deep level of being sedentary, which is much harder to get up from than if you moved 20 minutes ago. It's easier to kind of pop up again. And, and even if it's just, you're going from the sitting to the standing, that could be as simple as that.
Right. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. So good. Yeah. Exercise snacks.
Exercise snack.
Great health hack. Yes.
A great health hack. And a new mindset for how to think of yourself. I'm the kind of person who moves multiple times throughout the day.
Yeah. So good. Just in closing, it's great to go to a gym. It's great to have an exercise, a workout routine, and it's great to move through the day. So movement through the day is just as important as that exercise routine that you have going on in your day as well. So
And the final little idea that I forgot to add, that I want to add here, that is a little bit of it's a fun idea, is think about yourself as being less efficient with tasks during the day. As far as if I work from home, if I'm downstairs and I put a bunch of things on the stairs that I need to bring upstairs, I do them one at a time, right? I don't want to be efficient in getting it all upstairs in one big load. That doesn't do me any good, right? Yeah. If I take 5 trips, now I just got five flights of stairs.
Yeah.
So when you're taking the groceries in, carry 1 bag at a time and do, 15.
Right.
So how can you be inefficient with your movement so that it requires more, if you're dropping off in someone's office, don't bring all the things to drop to everyone's office. Go to one person's office and come back. Now go back, and make multiple trips.
And you can feel so good about it. Like, look how many steps I'm getting in. and feel positive about it versus frustrated that like, oh, I gotta go. Oh, I forgot that. No, you're getting more steps in. Isn't that great? Yeah.
And they do add up very quickly when you're doing those kind of things.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're coming to the part of our time where we want to know what's for dinner.
Yes. Okay. What is well for dinner? I'm flying solo for several days. All my people are out of town, which I love so much. I love my people. I do love you. I also love my alone time. So tonight is going to be, I'm picking groceries up later today. So I'll have everything like fresh and just, my refrigerator is woefully sad. I'm devoid of all fresh produce. So I'm just excited to do like, kind of like a big base salad, like is my go-to, but like add I'm getting some grapefruit and some orange and some apple. So maybe like kind of like a fruit salad. I'm really feeling like I need some fresh, I'm excited for the fresh stuff. So it'll be a very fresh meal tonight. Probably all raw kind of a thing,
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. And we were invited to dinner. And so I don't think I've ever talked about this. So just, the little mantra, whenever we don't go out to eat a whole lot, but so I'm always thinking about where are my greens, and if I'm going to do a meat or protein, it's got to be a grilled versus deep fried or battered or,
Right.
so greens and grilled kind of, and then I know where I'm going. So I'm going to look at the menu beforehand. And I'm going to pre-decide.
Perfect.
Pre-deciding really helps me.
Huge. That's another hack. That's one of those nutrition hacks. Look at the menu ahead of time, pre-decide, know what you want and what you're going for. Don't necessarily think about what you can't have or
right.
What's restricted. Yeah. What do I want? What's most important? I have a client who says her biggest thing when she eats out is, where are my 5 colors? Where are my 5 colors? Right. And that's, so she's building her, her plate from the menu. And if that means you're ordering off the a la carte, can I have this from this one meal, but this from this meal to make the, get the veggies in and get the protein in. Yeah.
Great. Good.
All right.
Yes. So and then afterwards we're headed to some square dancing. That's a nice fall thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You're going to swing your partner round and round.
Right. Do element left. And
you're going to burn. You're going to use all those evening calories from dinner. I mean, by the time you guys get done, your body will have metabolized so much.
Yeah. So good.
Fun.
All right. Well, enjoy the rest of the day. And until next time.
We'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.